Crop Production and Management, Part 2.
Hello children, welcome back to the science class. How are you children?
Yes, ma'am, we are fine. How are you, ma'am?
I am also fine, Tom. Are you eagerly waiting for the next part of this lesson?
Yes, ma'am. I am eagerly waiting for the next part of the crop production and management lesson.
Oh, that's good, Tom. Let's start our lesson.
Okay, ma'am. Let's start our lesson.
Okay, Tom. Today we are going to know about the process of loosening and turning. The process of loosening and turning of the soil is called tilling or ploughing.
But how is this process done in the fields, ma'am?
This is done by using a plough, Tom. Ploughs are made of wood or iron. If the soil is very dry, it may need watering before ploughing. The ploughed field may have big clumps of soil called crumbs. It is necessary to break these crumbs. Leveling the field is beneficial for sowing as well as for irrigation. Leveling of soil is done with the help of a leveler. Did you understand this, Tom?
Yes, ma'am. I understood this well.
Oh, that sounds good, Tom. Okay, Tom. Now let's talk about the plough. A plough. This is being used since ancient times for tilling the soil, adding fertilizers to the crop, removing the weeds, and turning the soil. This is made of wood and is drawn by a pair of bulls or other animals like horses and camels. It contains a strong triangular iron strip called ploughshare. The main part of the plough is long log of wood, which is called a plough shaft. There is a handle at one of the shaft. The other end is attached to a beam which is placed on the bull's neck. One pair of bulls and a man can easily operate the plough. Okay, Tom. Now let's talk about another tool. The another tool is named as hoe. It is a simple tool which is used for removing weeds and for loosening the soil. It has a long rod of wood or iron. A strong board and bent plate of iron is fixed to one of its ends and works like a blade. It is pulled by animals. Okay, Tom, now tell me this. Did you understand about these two tools?
Yes, ma'am. I understood this. But I have a doubt, ma'am. What are weeds and what is irrigation? Can you explain this, ma'am?
Okay, Tom, I will explain you. Weeds. Weeds are the unwanted plants which grow along with the crop plants. Weeds have to be separated from crop plants because weeds will take all the nutrients and sunlight from the plants. Okay, Tom, now let's talk about irrigation. Supply of water into plants in different times of intervals is called irrigation. And we have also two methods in irrigation, traditional method and modern method. The examples for traditional method is moat, chain pump, dekhi, rahat. The examples for modern method of irrigation are sprinkler method and drip irrigation system. Did you understand this, Tom?
Yes, ma'am. I understood this.
Okay, Tom. Now let's talk about fertilizers and manure. Fertilizers. The inorganic components containing nutrients such as nitrogen, potassium and phosphorus are called fertilizers. These are made in factories. Okay, Tom. Now let's talk about manure. Manure is an organic substance obtained from the decomposition of plants or animal wastes. Farmers dump plant and animal waste in pits at open places and allow it to decompose. The decomposition is caused by some microorganisms. The decomposed matter is used as organic manure.
Okay, ma'am. But what are the differences between fertilizer and manure?
Okay, Tom, I will explain you this. First, fertilizer. Fertilizer is a man-made inorganic salt. Fertilizer is prepared in factories. Fertilizer does not provide any humus to the soil. Fertilizers are very rich in plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Now, manure. Manure is a natural substance obtained by the decomposition of cattle dung and plant residues. Manure can be prepared in the fields. Manure provides a lot of humus to the soil. Manure is less rich in plant nutrients. Now, did you understand the differences between fertilizer and manure, Tom?
Yes, ma'am. I understood it well. Thank you, ma'am.
children, today